The relationship between police and the African American community is bruised. Many would not argue that.
Community leaders say police departments should reflect the demographics of the cities in which they serve. But there are some challenging recruiting opportunities there, especially when it comes to minorities. 10 on your side's Brandy Cummings with more on the black and blue of police diversity. Brandy?
Anita, Tom, you know, this isn't a new problem, but it is an ongoing one. For the past 2 years, 10 on your side investigations revealed not one of the Hampton Roads police departments reflect the city demographics. You don't really need to observe all of these numbers. The bottom line here, not much has changed between 2015 and now. Police want minorities to step up and change the disparity, but the group of average citizens we spoke to say a fractured history gets in the way.
How many of you have ever considered law enforcement as a career?
Different backgrounds, different cities, different ages, a microcosm of African American men.
I can say honestly, growing up, you get influenced by the people you're around a lot.
22-year-old Tevin lives in Norfolk but was raised in Portsmouth, born to a teen mom. He's now a college student and Marine reservist.
I never felt like they would ever help me.
26-year-old Keon is a married father of 2, lives in Virginia Beach, and works to help the homeless and uninsured with medical care.
Why didn't you want to be in law enforcement?
I think it has to do with exposure initially.
34-year-old Keon grew up traveling with his military family. He's now a contractor at Langley. And 37-year-old businessman Kenneth grew up middle class, now lives in Suffolk.
So there's still a possibility for you. There's still a possibility that this is something that you would do.
Yeah, I think so.
These men represent a group police chiefs are trying to recruit.
Well, I think it's a challenge across the country.
The challenge revealed in the numbers. 2 separate 10 on your side investigations, 2015 and 2016, revealed that none of the 7 Hampton Roads cities had officers that reflect the city demographics. This year, a similar trend, with most agencies making little or no changes in the number of African Americans on the force. Virginia Beach Police Chief Jim Severa says challenges in recruiting minorities are twofold.
I think one of the biggest challenges that we have is overcoming, or at least acknowledging history, and then working through that. The second big challenge in today's environment is the constant visuals of social media.
These men agree. They say history and the imagery of police brutality and officer-involved shootings of minorities, justified or not, have a profound impact on how they view the people sworn to protect and serve.
It's like, but you're supposed to protect me. You ain't supposed to harm me. You know, you're not supposed to intentionally try to put me in a situation where that could even happen.
It's like they just kill us and go home and go on vacation. That's how we see it.
But law enforcement is working to reach minorities. In Virginia Beach, 2 new recruiting videos shown in movie theaters and recruiting posters to reflect diversity. They have a program to attract high schoolers to law enforcement. They're recruiting during the annual College Beach weekend. Officers are even going to churches to recruit.
Well, we're working hard because we do believe that we should reflect our community. And I'd like to see the community step in and help the police department in attaining that goal.
These men believe there is a way to fix what's broken.
You gotta reach, you gotta try.
If the police department as a whole just attack these real bad neighborhoods on a positive level, I can almost certainly guarantee you'll start making some changes.
Something somewhere where people can get to know each other.
Yeah, you gotta kind of meet the people where they are. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. They need to put together some kind of campaign where they put some dollars toward maybe recruiting somebody that we will listen to who is of the community that we respect.
Now, I did share that idea with Chief Severa about a concert or perhaps a rally. He told me they'd consider it. He also said, of all the methods they have been doing, they'll keep trying anyway because, as you heard him say, this is an important issue. Of course, you can see all of the stats for yourself right now on wavy.com. I'm Brandy Cummings, 10 on your side.